That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
All right, Christopher, what do you have over there?
What's
what do you
up,
got?
Rich? You
what
good?
do you got? I'm good.
You
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
You rested?
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot of food over there. You should get something to eat.
Very good.
We were just talking about this team. It's taken 9 games, but Sean Payton's bet on Russell Wilson has paid off.
I think so. Let's be straight up, man. They had no choice. They had no choice. Salary cap, contract-wise, they had no choice to make it work. And right now, Russ, last year, we were wondering what's going on with him. He has totally had the wheels falling off his wagon. And this year, you know, the wagon's got wheels. And him versus Josh Dobbs at home next week on Sunday night to go to 500, 1,000,000%. This is something that we saw that night at the Super Bowl when we were at the Wheels Up party, you know, looking at the two of them having dinner together and wondering, is this really how's this going to work? You know, Sean Payton sitting there with Russ and Ciara, and look at them now. They're 4-5. And absolutely, there's no question in my mind that Russ is a better quarterback this year, without a doubt. So
At 1-5, we're wondering, are we going to see Stidham soon?
I can't say that this is an overreaction right now. They had no choice but to make it work this year. It's not like they had a choice where, okay, you're out. But it's working. So I'll say that's not an overreaction at the moment. What else you got, Chris?
TJ, this is for you, buddy. And you know what? I saw this kind of going on Sunday as well. We should be talking about Dak Prescott in the MVP race.
He has, over the last month, been superb.
Yeah.
And anybody who's got him in fantasy will understand that.
Oh, that's me.
You do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got him in the little Trulio best ball.
I know you do.
And he's been terrific. The last month, he has been superb. And the Dallas Cowboys, I guess you could say, since that loss against San Francisco, the Dallas Cowboys against the Chargers, and then the Rams, and then at the Eagles, where they came so damn close, and he eviscerated the Giants. Eviscerated the Giants. Next up is at Carolina, home for Washington on Thanksgiving, and then that Thursday night against Seattle at home before taking on Philadelphia on the Sunday night in Week 14. It's all mapped out. And hey, Irv was talking about it too on game day morning a couple of weeks ago when they were taking on the Eagles that day, saying, even if we lose today, the schedule can break our way, and the next time we see them, we could be in first place. As the Philadelphia Eagles, during this entire process, off the bye, they're at Kansas City, home for Buffalo, home for San Francisco, at Dallas. So,
7th in yards.
MVP?
4th in yards per
All right,
attempt.
I'll give you that.
12 touchdowns, 2 picks his last
3rd in
games.
passer rating, 3rd in QBR. He's getting it done right now.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. We'll see what happens moving forward. But right now, I mean, this snapshot in time, sure. Why not? Everyone's talking about a rookie and C.J. Stroud being so great, which he is, that he should be an MVP talk. So got to throw Dak in there, too.
Well, the thing is, too, Chris, not to interrupt, but, you know, Dak's accomplishments, what he does right, are never as accentuated as when he does something bad in the media. So if he has a bad game, that's all we're going to hear about. But now he's playing well, and all I'm hearing is, well, you should have won these games and you lost to the Eagles. So no matter what this guy does, it's just going to be like a goal line is consistently going to move for him.
If you take every quarterback in the NFL, they all get too much blame and not enough credit, or too much credit and not enough blame.
But on the
all
level
of that stuff. But nobody in the NFL wins in spite of him and loses because of him, in the eyes of many, than Dak Prescott.
This is a fact.
I'm holding the flowers.
Nice.
And I appreciate that.
I just want that recognized.
Well, and again, this is the first of 2 times in this hour we'll be talking about America's team. There's one in college as well. That's coming up. What else, Chris?
Rich, in the AFC, 16 total teams, obviously.
Yeah.
14 teams are still alive in the playoff race.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Titans are not one of them. They regret not trading Derrick Henry at the trade deadline.
I honestly don't know if Derrick Henry's presence there is because he did not restructure his contract. He could have been the one to have held those cards. So I can't sit here and say that they had a chance to do it and then didn't and thus regret it now. So I'll call this an overreaction. You'll never regret having Derrick Henry on your team. Honestly. And you have no idea what they were offered, and you have no idea if they were offered anything because his contract wasn't redone in time. Although it wouldn't have mattered for me. If I could get Derrick Henry, do you think Ken Dorsey's fired right now if you put Derrick Henry on that team?
Probably not.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Probably not.
I don't know. How would Ken Dorsey look? How would Derrick Henry look on the star on the side of his helmet?
Oh, baby.
It wouldn't have affected. Rich. It wouldn't have affected the result against the Giants, but maybe down the stretch. What else you got over there, Chris?
This might be my hottest one yet, Rich.
Oh boy, what a setup!
Josh Allen, no longer a top 10 quarterback.
That's crazy. I won't go there. I can't go there. He's making too many mistakes. He's making too many mistakes. He does have more interceptions than Mac Jones now.
13.
So
most turnovers in the NFL since 2018.
I gotcha. Favre used to do that too. Peyton Manning, as you know, as a young
Favre
player,
won a
did it a
Super Bowl.
lot. I get it. But honestly, you want to walk down if we took the time to walk down the list of who you would take over him.
Playing
it's
better
small.
this year.
I'll just push back on that. I'll say that is an overreaction at this point in time.
You want Brock Purdy over Josh Allen?
This year? Right now? I'd put Josh Allen in San Francisco. You ask San Francisco fans for that. And first of all, they would tar and feather you for even saying it. But come on. Yeah, I'd take Josh Allen over Brock Purdy.
CJ Stroud?
Well, again, to win a game right now?
I'm just saying.
Honestly,
who do you got this year? I'm just saying.
Of course I would take CJ Stroud over that because of how young he is and how precocious he is and how...
Jared Goff?
I'm just calling this an overreaction and asking you to move on.
You don't want to piss off the mafia?
No,
I get it.
I'm happy to piss anybody off, but I will just say that's an overreaction. Josh Allen is still a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, and I would take him on the Jets right now. I'll tell you that.
Well, because you have number 32 on your team.
No, he's not 32. He's 31A, sir.
Don't talk about TJ's flight seat like that.
Nice.
Oh,
wow.
That's
like this guy's big chair. Look at big chair Brockman over there.
32A is still kind of near.
What else,
front.
Chris?
Hey, guys.
He's 31B.
Hey.
In the
I'll
middle.
sit in the middle. Come on. Reports of the 49ers' demise. Tad premature.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Yeah.
It helps when you play a pretender this week, but
Excuse me.
It's all right.
I don't know why you keep on carping on the Jaguars like that. I don't get it. You did it on the Overreaction Monday podcast, too. Listen, sir, Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel,
It helps when those guys are healthy.
Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk, Brock Purdy. Now you got Chase Young meeting at the quarterback with Nick Bosa like it's the big house in 2019. You know what I mean? Or 2018 or whatever the hell it was. So, come on. Get out of here. Warner and all those, they are an insanely talented bunch that went through a rough stretch and patch. San Francisco, what else we got right here? Hold on a minute. Home for Tampa. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun Thanksgiving
11 points
triple
spread.
header nightcap. At Seattle, at Philadelphia, home for Seattle. Let's go. How about Christmas Day, home for Baltimore, too? That's going to be fun. There's going to be some fun 49er games moving forward. What else you got over there, Chris?
Rich, this is near and dear to your heart. The Jets sticking with Zach Wilson. It's got to be the most head-scratching decision of the entire 2023
It is
season.
not. Let me explain what the hell's happening here. It's all about when 8 is coming back. Okay? That's it.
So 2024? But
No,
they had a whole year this year to figure it out.
The whole idea was to have Zach sit behind 8, 2 behind 8, learning from 8. They will never do to their offensive coordinator what the Bills just did to theirs, because the guy who's sitting on McAfee's show today and is sitting at home until he is going to the Jets games doesn't want a code red pulled on his offensive coordinator.
That has nothing to do with getting an actual quarterback to play the position.
But Carson Wentz, I wanted no piece of him at all. Zero piece of Carson Wentz.
Wait till he has to play for the Rams and looks awesome.
Great. Because
that could have been yours. Josh Dobbs could have been yours.
But
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Dobbs, I would have wished they could have gone for. That's one. Okay. That's one. So, but
just game after game after game.
I know, but it's not, dude.
You have a playoff team.
Is it Zach Wilson's fault that there were drop passes? Is it Zach Wilson's fault that there were penalties?
He's not helping.
He is not. He made that awful read that Spillane just walked in front and ended the game. Correct. He is one of these very tough to watch guys, but the fact that they're not putting in the end zone, I don't think is all on him. And I don't want any piece of Carson Wentz. Dobbs is another one. That one is something that I don't get. I don't understand. So there are circumstances that are extenuating, and I think that everything has to do with making sure Rodgers understands they're ready for him when he's ready. And on top of it, they feel that Zach Wilson just needs to sit and learn from this guy. And that was the plan the entire time. And they're going to stick with it that this kid, unless he completely screws it up. But he hasn't really done what Mac Jones did the other day. And I don't do that to push back. This is nothing like that.
No, I mean, they're like you said, they're 31 A and B in the rankings.
I don't think Zach's that bad, honestly. It's tough to watch, though. And the fact that Jets fans are like, put in Tim Boyle, put in Simeon. Okay. All right. Really? When do you want to do that? In Buffalo? Is that what you want to do? Against the Dolphins on Black Friday? Okay.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe they'll have no choice but to.
If not when.
You got one? You got one more?
Yeah, last one. So we got 10 teams currently in the playoff hunt at 500 or worse, still alive. I think 3 of those are going to make the playoffs.
Okay. That's not a bad idea. You could take a look at what 500 or worse.
500 or worse. I'm talking about in the NFC. It's Saints, Bucks, Commanders, Falcons, AFC.
But one of them is going to win the division, so that's
right.
one.
AFC, you're looking at Colts, Bills, Raiders, Chargers, Jets, Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Give me 3 of those.
That's not a bad idea. I'm not going to say that that's an overreaction. That's not a bad one. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.